Hello, the House of Tarot YouTube followers and listeners. Welcome to the House of Tarot. Today we're doing a blind general reading about anything that comes up. We did have the full moon yesterday. This could be with the energies of yesterday, of the full moon, of where we're at today, where we're at going forward. This could be timeless for any full moon is also what I'm getting. So let's just see what comes out. We're going to start with the tarot and move on to some tea leaves and incorporate one final message card and see where this reading takes us. I'm going to start with the Queen of Swords. I'm getting the energy of sitting back, of waiting for things to play out, of something coming forward to you. So I feel like some piece of information, something mental is going to arrive for some of you, something where you're kind of sitting back and something's going to land on your feet. Whether this could be a new idea for some of you, some new project, but I also feel some piece of information that will help you make some sort of new decision. So it's something with new is also what I'm getting, but it's also with a decision at the end of the day, having to make a decision and not really knowing where to go. I feel like just sitting back and welcoming the information with this, our dear queen, how she's just kind of like, come in, who's next? And I feel like it's welcoming. We also have the sword, which is our air energy. So I'm also hearing something with a Gemini, so being undecisive, being two things at once, seeing two perspectives at the same time and not really being able to come to some sort of conclusion. But I feel like something is going to give, something is going to come about. Once you're seated back, once you're in flow, once you've accepted the outcomes of whatever it may be, once you're not fighting against the current, I'm seeing waters coming in and fighting against some sort of current, but I'm seeing the air. I'm seeing you just feeling the air, feeling light, letting it take you where it needs to go, just kind of concentrating on breathing is also what I'm getting. So some of you might be having to concentrate on your breathing, on your anxiety level. Some of you, I hear coffee being involved, so being careful with coffee and routes, what route you're going to take. So I'm seeing two things, two perspectives that are going to take you to the same outcome. So one road might take you all over the place. It'll be an adventure. One might be a straight shot to begin a different adventure. So don't think it's something negative like, oh, I'm not taking the adventurous side. It might be because this isn't the thing. This won't be it. It needs to be a straight shot so you could get to the next adventure. So something like that. So I'm hearing a lot of sitting back, a lot of information coming in. Once you're sitting back, I'm hearing a lot of like air, just something within the air. So also being careful. I'm not sure if wind has to do with it, what you hear in the wind, sitting with the wind, just things like that. So a lot of air energy. We're going to go ahead and go with your tea leaves and see what we get. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one that stayed behind. We have a boat, money, or property through an inheritance, a winning, or a windfall. I'm getting this with that sitting back energy. I also sat back when I said that. So something was sitting back and letting things come to you, being a magnet for things. So also doing the work, but also what do you need to do to receive that work? So something within yourself to be able to hold this money, hold this energy, hold this inheritance. So that phrase with lottery winners losing their money really quickly. I think it's like within the year or within 6 months. I'm hearing something that's coming to you that you need to create the space to be able to hold it. So I'm not sure, some of you have to pick up some finance books, learn about finance books, YouTube channels with finance, so things like this to be able to hold the space for what's coming in this boat, this inheritance, this property, just some sort of learning opportunity that's going to take you further. I'm gonna go ahead and go with an older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. So some of our queens might get involved with an older man. I'm not sure if this is romantically, if this is the person that's leaving some sort of inheritance. So some of our queen energy with the swords and an older man. So some sort of dealing, some sort of relationship, some sort of money inheriting, possibly an investment. Somebody might want to invest in your ideas. We have a weeping willow. Family sorrow. Okay, so with inheritance, there might be some family sorrow, some sort of loss. This could be physical loss. This could be mental loss, like somebody giving up their home to go live in a different type of home where they're going to get cared for and having to give up their home. So it's some sort of dynamic where there is a sense of loss for somebody out there, and it might also be a sense of loss for you because things are changing. People are growing older, just things are changing along the way. I'm going to take two more, and we have a V for victory and some endeavor. Also the letter V, if V resonates for anybody, and just a victorious time. So our queen might be victorious, a victory. We also have a wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Okay, so some sort of loose wheel, something that's just kind of rolling and things aren't being done. So kind of getting yourself on the right path if that's what needs to be done, whether you need to kind of ground yourself to read certain material, watch certain material, however which way you want to receive the material, just really putting yourself out there to be able to receive this material. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going with our tarot, and we're gonna take a card for our recent past. What's something that we might have learned from our recent past, or some kind of information that we need to reflect on. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this card. Okay, we have the Hierophant. So some sort of information, possibly looking at your religion, looking at spirituality, just some sort of message from there that you might have learned, possibly even going back to your spirituality for some of you. If some of you have left your place of worship that you still want to be a part of, something that you still believe in, but you haven't gone to services, let's say, or you haven't gone to the meetings or whatever it may be, the place of worship, or just some sort of place where you're surrounded by this being or your people or things like that. And this is for the person that still wants to be a part of this. This is not for the person that left it behind for a reason. This is the read for somebody that still believes in this, but kind of having to go and revamp their energies in this. Even if you visit, I'm hearing, if you visit during off hours, like you don't necessarily have to attend the service or the mass, but just kind of visiting, even visiting the parking lots or visiting the doorway, or just kind of visiting in some sense, kind of something, I feel like something will come of it for you, some sort of peace, some sort of meditation, some sort of message, some sort of prayer might be done for you. So getting involved in that way, in some way. Also, this person that the family sorrow, I'm not sure this person that's going through something also has to attend with you. So you might want to check in with them to see if they need to attend someplace, to attend some sort of worship that they still want to be a part of. This is not for the reader that left, the seeker, the listener that left something behind willingly or intentionally. This is for somebody that just kind of lost time and management and grounding to be going to this type of service. So possibly checking in with the family sorrow, whoever's going through something, if you guys would like to attend together, or if they would like a ride. I'm hearing somebody that might possibly elderly with the older man might need a ride to something, or might need some care to get there, or something like that. So we're going to go ahead and go to your subconscious. So what's going on through your subconscious that you might not be aware of? Just some sort of message within your subconscious. Let's see what comes out for you. We have the World. So we have some pretty strong cards on the table. So the World, I feel like you really want it all at the end of the day. You want to have it all. You want to have it all as fast as you can. And I feel like you're putting in overtime. You're putting in the work. You're really wanting to do everything possible. But I feel like some of it comes from when you're at rest. And I feel kind of the message I'm getting is kind of like with your muscles. You're lifting, someone that can be lifting weights, but the weight isn't really doing its thing until you're at rest, until you kind of break the muscle, you stress the muscle out. But when you're resting is when muscles are growing, when fat is burning, things like that. So being careful with wanting the world, wanting to be full circle immediately, right away, today, yesterday, not tomorrow, but also not kind of putting in the recovery is what I'm hearing, putting in the recovery onto your body, because what good would be having it all but not recovering for it to enjoy it. So also taking care of your health, your body, your nourishment, even the flow, the energy of your flow to really enjoy something. So being able to hold space for all this that you want to achieve. Some sort of message for your near future. Let's see what we get here. We have the stars, so more major arcana. So this is major shifts for some of you. You're going through a major shift in your world, and we have the star. So something being illuminated for you, some sort of, I'm seeing like a path, and then there's this glistening star. So kind of keeping your eye on the prize, keeping your eye in the game, keeping your focus and energy into what you're doing. I feel like somebody has your back as well. Somebody is on your side. Somebody's rooting for you. Somebody wants to help you. Somebody And it could also be somebody that has passed on. So even an energy being that wants to see you succeed. So think of your ancestors that really want to have you succeed or make this possibility happen. And they're cheering for you. I'm hearing we're all cheering for them, or him. We're all cheering for him, for her, for whoever I'm reading for, the seeker. So they're cheering for you, and you're also paying it forward to them, because I'm hearing they did not sacrifice everything for you to not do what you want to do to be happy. They sacrificed so you could be happy. They've already lived through the hard times, through everything that our ancestors had to go through, not having electricity or a refrigerator with their food waiting for them. Everything hard that they had to do, they did it for you. So really, I'm seeing that they're proud of you and continue making them proud. So let's take a placement for the you placement. And we have the Page of Pentacles. I'm seeing you wanting to go into a new path. And this is also with your money, or just something in your life, something tangible for yourself, something that you can be proud of and even be a name for. I'm hearing that you want to be the face or the name of this possibility. So really putting in the work to that. I'm seeing the universe is on your side. Also with some sort of money inheritance, or some older man that I'm feeling that somebody wants to invest in you. So kind of even asking or being open to that, or even asking people for that investment, putting yourself out there, putting your ideas out there, this new path that you're going to be on to create this new venture, this new idea, this new walk of life. We're going to go ahead and go with your environment. What's surrounding you right now? Ooh, strength. I'm feeling there's a lot of good people around you as it is. There's people that can command a room without having to show muscle or show some sort of bad behavior to really get people's attention. I'm seeing people around you are very grounded, very solid. They've kind of done a lot of their spiritual work, either in this lifetime or in the past lifetime, but it's just a good crowd that you have around you. So if you're really feeling this at the moment, even if you feel alone, this could even be your ancestors, or even the aloneness of yourself, just all the entities that you are, that you can create this person that can have fun, get to work, get to rest, be grounded, things like that. So I'm seeing your surroundings, your environment is something that can command a room, show strength, show perseverance, show qualities, but also doing it in the most healthy way, in the way that's being respected, in a way that's being honored, romanced, everything. So I'm seeing your strength is there around you in the room, somebody around you, or yourself, your energy, your being, the things that you surround yourself with are very much fulfilling this strength as well. I'm gonna go ahead and go with some hopes and fears for my dear listener. We have the Page of Wands. So this was a major court reading as well as major arcana reading. We're going to take your final card. Okay, we have a 5 of Wands. So this really broke the seal. So some inner conflict, some conflict with others possibly as well. Just conflicts in general, where there's going to be disagreement. So being ready for this with your strength, with your attitude, with how you're going to approach things to really dissolve this type of conflict. So I'm seeing somebody around you, or something might come at you where the old you could have been triggered, but this new you of where you're going through this journey of the tarot, I feel like this person's going to understand how to command the room, how to command their strength into the room and what's needed. And I feel like this might have came from also the Hierophant, from your time with your spirituality, or investing in what you need to invest in spiritually and your body and things of that nature. And with our Page of Wands, so we went into the Wand energy. This was for your hopes and fears. Pages are always about a new path, and our Wands are about fire. So possibly the new path within what's lighting your fire within your hopes and fears. I feel that this could be a fear that you do not have, that you feel that you may not have the fire to pursue something, that you might enter conflict in the end, that you might enter times of your life that are conflicting. There'll be conflict. What if this person finds out? What if so-and-so says this, or what if so-and-so says that? And I feel like it's just all mind chatter at the end of the day. So really being careful with this mind chatter, the fears that you may have, kind of putting them into perspective or reflecting on them. we're going to go ahead and go with our final message card. Just one final message for our dear listener. And we have opportunities unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight. So really watching out for opportunities that may arise. They're going to arise. There's always an opportunity. There's always something at every corner for everybody. So really looking out for that and being ready for that. Being ready with a container is what I'm hearing. So with that, my dear listener, my dear seekers, this concludes our reading. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest. I do offer readings at thehouseoftarot.etsy.com. I also offer manifestation spells that I perform for you within a day's period of time. And I create the spell in my own time and just send you that I got your information or your feedback or things like that. So with that, I leave you guys. Bye-bye.